Okay, so did I tell you about the time that I met Dennis Rodman? Okay. So, I'm a Pistons fan. I've been a Pistons fan for a long time. I grew up in Toledo, Ohio, which was just over the state line from Michigan. And, Piston games are what was on when I was growing up, so that's what I watched. So this was the bad boy era. It was 1990. I was 13 years old. I'm in Detroit Metro Airport. My parents were getting ready to catch a flight to go out to the Bay Area to see my aunt and uncle living out there. I'm walking down this hallway with my mom at the airport. My dad had went to go park the car. So I look ahead maybe like 100 yards and I see Dennis Rodman walking with these short white dudes. They're in suits. They're like circling him like gnats or bees or something. I don't know if they were like his agents or handlers. I don't know who they were. So anyway, I'm like, hey, Mom, that's Dennis Rodman. Let me get a pen and some paper. I'm going to go get his autograph. Now, my mom is looking down as she's walking. She's digging in her purse for something, but she hasn't looked up yet. And she's all, oh, baby, that's not Dennis Rodman. I'm like, Mom, I'm looking at him right now. He's 6'8". I know what Dennis Rodman looks like. And you got to realize, man, this was a really big deal for me at the time. I mean, not only was I a huge Pistons fan, and this was the peak of the bad boys, but, this is before Dennis discovered the marketing and the cross-dressing and the wild parties and, hanging out with, international murderous dictators and stuff. Like, this is when he was just, the worm. So I'm still asking my mom. She's still saying no, but she still hasn't looked up yet. Then all of a sudden, she looks up and says, Jason, that's Dennis Rodman. And she takes off, sprinting down the hall. My mom was a 48-year-old black woman at that time. I had never seen her run anywhere before. So anyway, so I take off too, not to catch Dennis, but to catch her before she embarrasses me in front of one of my heroes. But she took off. So we catch Dennis, and it's right before he's about to walk through the metal detector. Now, and this is back when you could just walk up on a metal detector at the airport, My mom grabs him by the shoulder, yanks him around, and she says, are you Dennis Rodman? And he's like, yes. And my mom says, well, this is my son Jason, and he plays basketball too, and we'll shake his hand. So, I'm just about ready to die, basically, you know what I'm saying? But Dennis didn't even trip, man. He just shook my hand, and he was like, oh, so you play basketball too, huh? And I said, yeah. And he was like, we'll keep working hard. I might have to guard you someday. So he says goodbye. He goes through the metal detectors. The short white dudes follow him, buzzing around him still. My dad walks up at the tail end of it, and he asks who that was. Baby, my mom said, that was Dennis Rodman. So my dad looks at my mom, and then he looks at me, and then he looks at my mom again, and he says, well, why didn't you get his autograph? I don't think I talked to my mom the whole flight to the Bay. I'm serious, man. I was so angry. I was like, Mom, you don't listen. Hip-hop.